it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my channel, lovelies. Today I'll be continuing a series on my channel that deals with natal chart analysis, and today I'll be doing one on Lupita Nyong'o. I'll be speaking on her personality traits, her characteristic traits based off of her chart. I'll be speaking on how she's been able to garner a lot of success, so please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Please also make sure you share this video with everyone you know, whether it's your friends, your family members, your enemies, anyone in general who really loves Lupita or really loves natal chart analysis. And last but not least, please make sure you hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. Now let's get right into the video, lovelies. So the lovely Lupita Nyong'o was born on March 1st, 1983. So this qualifies her to be a Pisces. So she tends to be someone who's very intuitive, someone who's very much dreamy. The intuition comes from them being a water sign. That comes a lot with intuition, and they are ruled by Neptune as well. So that's something that really helps with the intuition and the dreaminess of the Pisces. They tend to be very artistic people, and they often express themselves best through creative endeavors. They love to be creative, they love to do good things and fun things, and a lot of musicians out here, a lot of people who create a lot of stuff tend to be Pisces. Pisces tend to be very smart people like Lupita is, and they do tend to be the type of people who are really helpful and beneficial to society. So this really describes her in the best way, and this really makes sense in regards to her character because she does have a moon in Libra. So with this placement, she tends to be someone who is very much irresistible, and Lupita, if you see her, a lot of people just love her because she's just a cool person, and that comes from her moon in Libra as well as her sun in Pisces. She's someone who's very much intelligent, she's a smart lady, and she's someone who's very funny. If you watch her in interviews, she's someone who will make it very light-hearted. You just have a great time talking with her. She's great at making conversations, and that really helps her a lot. She's very charismatic, and that comes a lot with a Libra placement, especially in the moon. She's someone who can be adaptable to different situations, and she's very much elegant. And if you look at her, the way she dresses, the way she carries herself, it just screams elegance. She's someone who's very fair, and she's someone who loves to balance things, and she depends on others sometimes, and she's a great person. Next up would be her Mercury in Aquarius, and this is actually a great placement. This is pretty common for people with a Pisces sun. They'll either have a Pisces Mercury, an Aquarius Mercury, or an Aries Mercury. So by her having a Mercury in Aquarius really just screams her intelligence, how smart she is, how she's able to use her words. That's something that really benefits her in the best way because she's very much different from others in regards to the way she is. She is very much confident that her point of view is the correct one, and she is able to have that because Aquarius Mercuries do tend to be smart, and they do tend to be progressive in the way that they speak on different topics. They are very much original people, and they just love to use scientific things in order to figure out things in life. So this really describes her in the best way in regards to her communication style. Next up would be her Venus in Aries, and this is a very interesting placement. I know this is, as some people may say, not the best placement to have, but with this, she tends to be physically attractive, and she wants someone who's physically attractive as well. She's someone who's very bold and honest. She's very much independent, and she's very much athletic. If you look at her body, she tends to have an athletic form. She's someone who's very entrepreneurial, and she's someone who's a flirt. So she's honest with who she likes, and she'll flirt with them. She will brag about her accomplishments, developments, and she does have an innocent charm. She's someone who's very childlike and just loves to have fun. She's someone who's very intense. She is very much someone who would love to get into relationships, and someone who just loves to have excitement in a relationship is something that represents this placement. Next up would be her Mars in Aries, and this is actually a great placement because Aries is ruled by Mars, and she tends to be someone who's very confident in herself. Confidence will lead you a long way if you're able to develop it, and being driven is something that comes with her because she does have a driving force. She's someone who's very action oriented. She loves to do things and not just look at it. She's finding it hard to stand still for too long sometimes because she loves to be very active. She's someone who is quick to forge ahead and start something new, so she loves action. She's someone who's not fearful. She's fearless. She's very determined in regards to her goals, and that's why she's been able to accomplish a lot of the things in her life, because she's had these traits. She's very much a person with willpower, leadership skills, and she's someone who is very great with those things. Up next would be her Jupiter in Sagittarius, and this is actually a great placement to have. Luck is extreme here, and she's someone who has a lot of optimism in her life. This placement does help it, and also with this placement she's able to garner it. She has a lot of enthusiasm inside of her as well. She's very enthusiastic, and this helps her accomplish her goals. She's someone who will attract a lot of good fortune, and this will really benefit her in regards to marriages as well. And I will do a video on Jupiter and Sagittarius in regards to husbands, so stay tuned for that video. She's someone who loves her career to align with her heart, and success is abundant because of that. She's good at turning ideas into reality, and this brings her a lot of luck as well. So this placement really helps in regards to her luck in life, and she does work hard as well, so they come together. Up next would be her Saturn in Scorpio. And with this placement, she tends to be someone who's very strong. When she meets a fierce force, she's someone who really loves perseverance and endurance. She's someone who's going to make sure that she's accomplishing everything she wants to. She's very powerful in regards to this placement, but she can be very secretive. That does come with Scorpio vibes. She tends to release emotional energies only very reluctantly, and this is partly due to her fear of what horribly can go wrong if her emotions are released. Her emotions can be complicated and intense. She needs to try not to repress her energies and not to succumb to negative and destructive forms of behavior. She loves freedom, and she's someone who's very silly and fun. And this is something that anyone with this placement would have to work on, is making sure they release their energies. Up next would be her Uranus in Sagittarius, and she's someone who is a very kind-hearted soul who aspires to live life with freedom. She's someone who has a positive demeanor, which attracts everyone to them. She's someone who can be quite rebellious, but it's in a fun way. It's not meant to be harmful. She's someone who loves to dab into different things, different renaissances in a person. Makes sense because Sagittarius do tend to have that Renaissance spirit in them. And she loves to dabble into different things. She loves to open her surroundings. She loves to think about different ideas, customs, and traditions from the past that may not be what it is today. But she loves to look at different philosophies, different religions, and she wants to make sure that they are sweeping reforms that happen throughout the world to make sure that everyone is able to have freedom and everyone is able to explore life like these placements really love to as well. Next up would be her Neptune in Sagittarius, and she is very much unstructured, but she's spiritual, and she's very much free-flowing in this part of her life. And because she has a lot of Sagittarius in her chart, this can really help her because she has a stellium in Sagittarius. It helps to show how she is as a person. She's very open-minded, she's very free with how she feels, and she loves to thrive on a variety of exciting, uplifting experiences and learning new things. This is really helpful and beneficial to her. She's someone who loves to be different. She loves to have fun. She loves to have a great time. And this is something that really draws her to people, because people love that. When you're having fun, you're learning something new, you're open-minded, and you just want to know new things and do new things. So this is very much who Lupita is, and this stellium in Sagittarius really brings out her fun side a lot. Up next would be her Pluto in Libra. So she's been able to gain this placement because she was born between 1971 and 1984, so this qualifies her to be Generation X. They tend to have very much a deep soul, and they do have a deep conscientiousness, and nature of existence is often further reaching than others in the same life. They are the types of people who know what's going on with society. They know what's preventing it, and they are the types of people who would try their best to have that peace. They try their best to bring a common ground in that cooperation. They want for everyone to agree, to be pleasant, to have harmony and symmetry and pleasantness. And sometimes this can be hard, a challenge for this generation, because sometimes peace doesn't last for long because not everyone really wants peace, and this can make them very sad, but they are the types of people who really want peace. Next up would be her North Node in Cancer, and with this placement she tends to be someone who will have to develop these attributes in order to uncover these hidden gifts and talents. So she's someone who needs to be nurturing and validating of others' feelings as well as her own feelings. She needs to have a lot of empathy for herself and others, nurturing and supporting others, building one's own foundation and security, honest disclosure of feelings and insecurities, having humility, accepting others' fluctuating moods without judgment. Staying centered in one's own feeling is something that she needs to look into. She's also someone who will need to nurture herself, connect her emotions and not repress them, identify with the child part of her and not the adult part, let go of the need for control and achievement. And she needs to trust what she feels and not be afraid of what she feels. She just needs to feel her emotions and not close her mouth. Last but not least would be her Chiron in Taurus. And this has a lot to do with the womb of security and stability in life. And sometimes they tend to find that stability in possessions or material things. At a young age, they may have had some sort of security issues, whether it's emotional, physical, spiritual, or mental, and they try their best to make up for it with material things, even though they should not neglect themselves of anything, because that's their wound, which is neglect. But they just shouldn't look at material things as the end-all be-all. They need to make sure that they're looking at their life and ways in which they need to heal and to get the therapy in regards to what they need to be the best person and be able to heal this wound, and making sure they do not contribute to the wound, because this is a wound that lasts forever, but they'll be able to heal. That's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Lupita Nyong'o's natal chart. Please let me know down below in the comment section how you felt about it. Did you get a better understanding as to who she is as a person? Please let me know down below who else you guys would want me to do a natal chart analysis on. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And last but not least, please share this video with everyone you know, and please make sure you hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. And if you have not yet followed me on all of my social media accounts, please make sure you're doing so. Please make sure you're following me on Pinterest, down to TikTok, and please make sure you're supporting me through my PayPal and my Etsy store. I love you all dearly. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.